Hello, and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt. Now, you may not know, but I am not really a war game person, but I am definitely a solo board game person. So when I heard that there was a game that was similar to Robinson Crusoe, I wanted to give it a look. So I bought Halls of Hegra. It's based off a real siege that happened in the early days of the Second World War in Norway. As soon as I started setting up and playing, I saw why there was a comparison with Robinson Crusoe. You have soldiers and workers and medics that you can play every round to activate certain spaces on the player board to do different actions depending on that space. You have to find enough provisions to survive, and they are in short supply. For much of the game, you need to collect and bring back said provisions, and random events can deprive you of them. You also have to deal with, of course, enemies attacking. But you also have bag building and drawing, which I always enjoy. So every round or day, of which there are 11, you draw an event card, depending on where you are on the track, and carry out the negative things on it. The event cards are neat. I'm a sucker for cards throwing spanners in the works. During the mobilization and first attack phase, you recruit volunteers from a bag. If you pull out a doubt disc, you have to stop and not draw up to the 4 volunteers you might. Then you move and place your volunteers on action spaces. You can do many things on the board depending on what part of the game you are in. Part of the board flips on certain days as the German troops build. You can open supply routes, send defenders out for supplies, encountering enemies possibly along the way. You can shovel snow, find supplies, and even dig out a second gun to use or help with many things you need to do to keep the enemy at bay and your supplies up. Defenders will get injured also, so you have an infirmary to treat patients who may die. Then at the end of the round, you check your morale track and you may have hope or fear cards to draw and deal with. Then the day is over and the round ends. After this, the siege starts and you get no more supplies or defenders. You have to survive until the last stand card is revealed at the end of day 11. The last time I played this, I got wiped out on that last stand card. And although I lost, I did feel a sense of achievement making it to the last card. There are also artillery tracks in the second half of the game, and you can in return attack the German airfield for benefits. I like, as I said, the event cards. Just when you think you are on top of things, they can really push the game in an unexpected way. It's never over the top, but you know it's going to make things a little more difficult. As I said, I like drawing things out of bags. The push your luck aspect of drawing new workers, of hoping beyond hope you won't draw a German platoon who will block your soldier coming back with supplies, the despair when you don't draw any of the mistiles you put into the hit bag. I like the simplicity of the turn structure, and it's all very well laid out on the board itself. In fact, the game board is just lovely. I even realised after a play there is much more information on it than previously I had seen. There is also a great turn structure on the back of the rules, something all games should have. Components are great, mostly, and the card quality and artwork is also really great. The bags are, I wish they were a little better in quality, but they aren't plasticky feeling. I'm looking at you, Massive Darkness, too. I think my only gripe is that it can be brutal, but this is a game based on a real siege in the Second World War, so it really has to be. This isn't trying to recreate that, of course. It's a board game, but it is, at times, stark, and so that can be off-putting on occasion. One thing that helps this is you mostly get very close to the end of the last day before losing. You get so close, and that makes me want to try again. It's not over early on as you build up your troops and supplies. I describe this difficulty as similar to Final Girl. Sometimes you just lose in Final Girl, but once I had understood the thematic reason for this, I began to work harder to make wins happen, and I think this is the same as Halls of Hegra. So as I just said, if you like Final Girl, or even if you find Robinson Crusoe a little too hard, like me, I'd recommend this. And if you like to play solo, for me it's a no-brainer. Go get it. The losses you will inevitably take are worth it. It's a great game full of interesting mechanics. As far as a star rating out of 5, I would give this 4 out of 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Please comment below. Tell me if you've played the game, if you agree with me, if you would like to get it. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.